everybody, my name is Jacqueline and today we are going through my August TBR. So I have this stack of books that I want to go through with you guys that I have curated to be what will hopefully be a perfect, amazing, awesome TBR for August. And the reason why August is so special, it's my birthday month. I really want to have like the best reading month of my life this month. And I'm hoping that these books will get me there. The first book that I want to discuss with you guys is The Sirens by Emilia Hart. I mean, look at this cover. How gorgeous. And tell me this is not August coded. Like, it is screaming summer. I'm really hoping there's mermaids in it. Based on the description, it seems like there might be. Emilia Hart is the author of one of my favorite books, Wayward. I think it might be right there. That's my favorites shelf, if you didn't know. So I'm very excited. Since reading her novel, I've just been waiting for something new from her, and this came out, I believe, last year, or was it this year? Yep, The Sirens came out last year, and I'm so excited to read it for the month of August. I'm gonna read the back a little bit to you guys because I think maybe you would get a better sense of what the book is about than me just spewing a few random facts. They tried to drown our voices, but the sisterhood of the sea cannot be silenced. You cannot tell me that there are no mermaids in this book. Like, there have to be mermaids. 2019, Lucy awakes in the middle of the night with her hands around her ex-lover's throat. Horrified, she flees to her older sister's house on the Australian coast, hoping Jess can help explain the vivid dreams that preceded the attack. But she is nowhere to be found. As Lucy awaits Jessie's return, strange rumors surrounding her sister's small town start to emerge. Numerous men have disappeared at sea. A tiny baby was found hidden in a cave, and sailors tell of hearing women's voices on the waves. Then there's a dual timeline in 1800, and it says, twin sisters Mary and Elsa are torn from their home in Ireland and forced onto a convict ship bound for Australia. Since their mother's drowning when they were girls, they feared the ocean. But as the boat bears them farther and farther from all they know, they feel the water calling to them. A breathtaking tale of female resilience and the bonds of sisterhood across time and space, The Sirens captures the power of dreams and the mystery and magic of the sea. I'm so excited, and I'm going to be on an island, so I feel like this is going to be the perfect beach read. It's still literary, but it's going to really, I'm sure, be very atmospheric, which has become my new favorite word for some reason. Take a shot every time I say atmospheric. The next book on my TBR is a little different. It's called Glorious Exploits by Ferdia Lennon. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This is a book that I purchased because on YouTube there is an amazing creator named Kalila, and she literally has this face behind her in like every single video because it's on her bookshelf and it's facing forward. And I had to learn more about this book because I just stare at his face in every video that I watch. On the island of Sicily, amid the Peloponnesian War, the Syracusans have herded the Athenian invaders into a quarry and left them to rot. Enter Lampo and Galan, two out-of-work potters with a soft spot for poetry and drink. Armed with nothing but a few blocks of cheese and too much free time, they head down to the quarry, offering to feed any Athenian who can recite a few lines from their great playwright Euripides. Before long, their ambition grows into something far grander, to direct a full-blown production of Medea, a decision that will test their courage and loyalties in ways they could never have imagined. Told with a contemporary Irish flair, Glorious Exploits is a riotously funny and deeply humane ode to the unbreakable bonds of friendship, the power of art in a time of war, and the persistence of the human spirit across the ages. So I thought that my love for history, or I should say historical fiction, plus the hype around the Odyssey right now, plus the island of Sicily, which is not going to be very far from the island that I'm going to be on, of Corsica, it just felt, and it's funny, I'm getting the Office UK humor vibes, like British humor, but Irish humor, you know? That's what I'm getting from the back of this book. So I think that this will be very refreshing in that humor, but still super intriguing, very atmospheric, and also a great beach read. Like, why not? I don't think it's gonna be too heavy to read while sipping on something delicious like an Aperol Spritz. That'll match the cover. Oh my God, imagine me. Guys, imagine me with this book and an Aperol Spritz. I cannot wait. Next in line is the book Outline by Rachel Cusk. I mean, this is asking to be read on the beach. So I'm definitely packing this with me to go on my trip. There's a freaking shell. Come on. I've only really picked it up because of the shell, A, but also B, everyone on YouTube is talking about it. Anyone who reads literary fiction is talking about it. So I really wanted to pick it up. And the little synopsis we got here says, Outline is a novel in 10 conversations. Spare and lucid, it follows a novelist teaching a course in creative writing over an oppressively hot summer in Athens. She leads her students in storytelling exercises. She meets other writers for dinner. She goes swimming in the Ionian Sea with her seatmate from the plane. The people she encounters speak volubly about themselves, their fantasies, anxieties, pet theories, regrets, and longings. And through these disclosures, a portrait of the narrator is drawn by contrast, a portrait of a woman learning to face a great loss. It seems like it's gonna be a little bit more emotional than the last book I talked about, which, you know, I love something that gets my heart breaking. Just why not? So this is book number 3 on the TBR list. Next up is a book that has taken the internet by storm. It is The Coorespondent by Virginia Evans. I have this beautiful edition. I'm really hoping to read it before my trip because a hardcover might be a little bit hard to justify carrying on the plane. First, we're going to start off with a quote that I found, which is supposed to encompass what the book is about. Imagine the letters one has sent out into the world. The letters received back in turn are like the pieces of a magnificent puzzle. Isn't there something wonderful in that? To think that a story of one's life is preserved in some way, that this very letter may one day mean something, even if it is a very small thing to someone. I mean, that sounds just so beautiful. This, I am sure, is going to break my heart right open, so I'll try and read it before I go on my trip. This might be the first book that I read in August. I'm also reading East of Eden with my friends, but that's less of a TBR book and more of a book club book, if that makes sense. Lana and I are reading East of Eden together first, so this will be my second book, I believe. I just need to finish it before I get on that plane. That's all I know. And last but certainly not least, Paris Je t'aime by Colette. This is a book that I picked up 2 years ago, the last time I was in Paris, and I have not read it because reading about Paris when I am in New York is honestly so heartbreaking to me. That sounds very dramatic, but it hurts to read a book set in Paris when I'm not there. I felt like this would be the perfect book to take on my trip. I'm there for only one night, but I still really want to have something that will contribute to the overall Parisian vibe that I'm trying to emanate while I am there. So the back of this book is in French. So I'm going to read something in English that I've written out. Across 20 arrondissements and 2 riverbanks, Colette sought to rediscover her lost provincial world within Paris until she discovered the Palais Royal. She lived there first between 1926 and 1930 in her tunnel, a gloomy mezzanine with half-moon windows, and later from 1938 until her death in 1954. From her apartments, the writer observed the world and chronicled the daily lives of Parisians. With a sense of wonder that never faded, she captured the spectacle of life, recreating 20th century Paris before the reader's eyes. Hopefully, I will be able to get through some of this in the 24 hours that I am there, and the greatest challenge will be reading a book in French, which I have a few times before, but I'm very slow at it, so it will be a challenge, but I think a labor of love. A labor of love. So those are the 5 books on my August TBR for my birthday month. I'm so excited. I also plan on doing a birthday haul because once a year I get to buy as many books as I want and no one can stop me. I also purchased some books from Book of the Month that I want to unhaul in that same video, so I'm going to take you around and show you what kind of books I'm picking up for my birthday haul, and I'm so excited for that. I love being a little unhinged in a bookstore. It's nothing better. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye!